we've talked about sales, and when you're not bought in, the AEs will hold their cards close to the chest. They don't want to muddy up their cycle. They don't want to have a new voice come to the table at the 11th hour, i.e. a Salesforce account executive on the same account, right? But with buy-in, say on the heels of a great QBR where the CMO was present, realizing that we accelerate speed to closed one by 20%. They're now making that as part of the mandatory sales flow, right? That they are now making it part of, it's like brushing your teeth. You're piping it properly, you're sharing it with Salesforce, right? So that's what you get with buy-in. Marketing. Without buy-in, you're putting an ask on marketing's desk, and they just don't have the time. How many times have I talked to my partner stakeholder, and I'm asking them, where's that sales kit? Where's that win story? I want to post that on an industry channel for you. That happened like 2 months ago. We need to, kind of when the iron's hot. And, some of you all will say, I'm sorry, but marketing is just too busy, and I can't do it myself, right? Well, if your CMO, I'm going to use this example ad nauseum, comes off from a QBR and is totally bought in because they know they can reduce cost by 30%, all of a sudden, what they're doing is, you know what? Every 2 weeks, we are going to spend 4 hours of our time in building out win stories. We're going to make that part of our, monthly hygiene is to have a new win story so that y'all can share that with me so that I can put it and share it with Salesforce, right? Executives without buy-in. I'm sorry to say, all the stuff that we work on is nice, has a little bit of impact, doesn't impact the total organization, and nobody knows that you're doing it. And so, with buy-in, that is all a moot point. I'll give you an example. So I had a partner from a few years ago who, really was doing great work. In fact, all of my metrics are showing they were experiencing 43% year-over-year growth for the Salesforce business. Unfortunately, that was not the experience of the ELT. The ELT said, yes, the overall business is doing good, but they didn't realize actually that's coming from services. Actually, the off-platform business was in 7% year-over-year decline. It was only the Salesforce business, which was 15% of their operations, that was having this tremendous success. On the heels of the QBR, when this was, visualized for them, all of a sudden they were, let's go where we're having success. Let's invest more on this 43% year-over-year growth because we can. Let's get headcount. Let's get a marketing budget. Let's really lean in and support this. Next slide, please.
I mean, she's not talking about me, but that was the same experience on my end. So I think that transparency into data is super important. And if you have that data, especially coming from a third party like your Pam, it's going to help you make the case for, you want to do more of this? I need more resources.